Yeah. So we actually did end up using the cold showers. It's
Like
not
the
as,
outdoor ones,
yeah,
right?
the
Yeah,
outdoor
they're
one.
not bad.
It's kind of a 2-person job
It is. It is a two.
because
Okay,
with
tell me
the
more, Benny.
with the showers outside, you have to hold a button, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't last long. You have to you press it and then you jump in the shower and it blasts you for like 2 seconds and then you gotta press it again.
Yeah.
So it's more like a 2-person job. So like someone has to hold it while another person watches, and then like it's a whole thing.
It is though. It is.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
can
told-
clean
I
your
t-
back for you too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask, right?
Yeah.
If you ask nicely, I think they will.
Some of the comments.
Vinny and Claudia, you guys brought your tent back. How was that?
No.
We did.
You did.
We took it so close.
So close.
We had it at the hotel with us. Like we were getting ready to go, and then I just decided to leave it. I was like, I don't want to pay
We
for
literally
it.
just left this big tent in the hotel.
We lugged it all the way back. Like it was such a mess carrying that thing. It was so heavy.
So heavy.
It was hot.
We were miserable.
Wow.
We just wanted to
And
get
then
to
it
the
turns
hotel.
out one of the other guys brought it on the plane for free, or
Yeah,
they checked
because-
it for free.
Yeah, so what they were doing.
Backpack.
I brought. So we had the 4-person easy tent, which is 2 easy tent combined together, and I had to put both the tents into one bag.
Really?
Yeah, I put both tents. In
One barely
bag.
fit in.
Yeah, it barely
But
fit.
you probably had it like a bigger bag than the one that
Yeah,
we
it was
had.
a bigger bag.
It
and
that must have been
It was
heavy.
It was so heavy. I strapped it on. I was like literally walking from easy tent all the way to where you call an Uber, which is like sort of in the town, and I was dying.
I don't know how you
I
did
was.
that.
One thing I will say is jumping on the train. The train doors are not big enough, so I had to walk sideways into the train
With the tent.
with the tent. I walked sideways into the train.
Did you try walking forward and you just got
Yeah.
stuck a couple times?
Like every
Like a
door,
Mr. Bean episode.
Yeah, you're just Betty, just getting stuck.
every door I had to walk sideways. And
But
when
yeah, like that time, day one at Core,
Yeah.
it was just smoke the whole time. Like Marlon Hofstad said, he was just blowing CO2 smoke the whole set. And like, I tried to record one of his songs, and all I can see is nothing.
Depends where you're at too, right?
And this guy was holding a fan, says "Do not do anal on the rail," and we made eye contact, and he gave me a smile. Wait, hold on, chill. But yeah, so
Is like, but I'm not at the rails.
hey everyone, welcome back to the Back and Body Hurts Rave podcast, where we talk about all things EDM related. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host today, Yikern, and my co-host here, Benny, on the left. And today we are excited to bring back some of our past guests. We have on the right here is Claudia, and furthest to the right here is Hader, and Vinny on the furthest left.
Newest edition.
Newest edition, yes. We are back from Tomorrowland to give you some of the experience that we have found and what to do next time and how to prepare better. If you haven't already, check out the episode 24 where we learn about Tomorrowland 101. And now you get to hear it from us because back then we didn't go and now we went. So we're going to give you some exclusive info and insight. We have many stories from our members, including how we end up staying right next to each other, both Claudia and Vinny, at Easy 10. So we're going to move on to accommodation. We're going to start off like with Easy 10 actually. Why not? So Easy 10 is pretty close in Dreamville. I think 20 minutes walk to the front entrance. I think it's very clutch.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you last time lived in
Magnificent Green.
Magnificent Green. I just because when we came into Dreamville, we walked past whole of Magnificent Green to Easy 10. Because there were 2 entrances, right? One is in the middle and the other one's at the back, right? So we actually landed in the back and we walked through this whole Magnificent Green and we thought that, oh shit, do we have to walk this whole path every single day? All right. And then we went to Easy 10 and everything was like, I didn't even know how far the walk was from Easy 10 to the main entrance into the main grounds. But then once day 1 came by and I was blessed.
Yeah,
You were blessed.
I was blessed. I was blessed that it was such a short walk. You know.
it was super
Jupiler in
convenient.
hand.
Yeah, Jupiler in hand. I just remember like holding Jupiler and then just drinking on the way to the door.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, that's
really.
the only way to do it. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Magnificent Greens is actually like a war zone.
It actually is a war
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
Like, and we were last year. We were in blue or purple.
No, it was like the furthest possible
It was the
one.
furthest
Yeah.
possible one.
I know. I remember asking you, like, Claudia, how do you even do it last year? Like walking after raving for like 8-10 hours and then just walking all the way back to Magnificent Green and not sleeping on top of that.
Raw dog.
Yeah. That's just sheer willpower. Like, you have no choice, really. Otherwise, what?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, now that guys have upgraded, and for the previous year, now you guys those guys are peasants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's totally different experience.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
so much quieter here,
Yeah.
or not here, but like
Yeah.
at that easy tent. Yeah.
It is a lot quieter. Like we heard stories that people can't sleep at night for all the tents, and then like at Easy Tent it was too quiet, I must say.
Yeah.
It actually was too quiet. Remember when we got in trouble by that couple that was like
Oh, yeah.
across from
Across
us?
Because
They're
they had a
like-
long flight.
They're like,
Yeah, I
they
know.
had a long flight. I'm like, I flew from Canada. Stop it. Your flight was probably 2 hours long.
Yeah, that's true.
They had
But
to go nap.
I had a long flight
Yeah.
going there, so
You can almost miss the gathering.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to actually go a day before gathering to Antwerp, and then I got delayed in Toronto to Iceland.
Iceland.
And my crewmate, who's also works at Air Canada, and she said that you don't want to get stranded at Iceland because the earlier in the day is where all the flights go out, and late at night is where the flights come into Iceland. And throughout the whole entire day, there's no flights going in and out of
You chose the most
Iceland.
obscure
Yeah.
route.
Yeah,
Like, you could
Hey,
have gone anywhere
I
else
got-
in the world. You chose Reykjavik.
I got pulled in by the price. Okay, so you can't blame me. I'm trying to make this as cheap as possible. So yeah, I was delayed, and then reaching to Reykjavik, and they said that my flight to Belgium was already flew. So
It was gone.
Bye,
it was
Kern.
gone, and then I was like,
Bye-bye.
"Oh shit! I cannot change anything from Toronto because most of their headquarters and the ticketing booth is all in Reykjavik. So I actually had to go to Reykjavik and sprint out the plane, go into the ticketing booth just to get a flight out. And the lucky part is that I had everything with me. I have no check-in luggage. I have nothing else on me, so I can just like switch, right? And then the guy next to me who lined up with the ticketing booth is like, "Oh, I need to go to Belgium. Can you make it happen?" And I was like,
You're like, same.
"Please."
He literally got the last seat on the
yeah.
plane.
I got the last seat on the plane.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Lucky.
it was very lucky that I managed to get into Antwerp and get to party the day -1 prior to
Negative.
Just day zero.
No, it was -1 because day 0 is the gathering, Yeah. So, and then a lot of people actually went to hotel from there. I heard there is a pre-party in the hotel. Do you have any information?
Yeah. So last year we didn't go at all, even though like most of the people that I went with, they went to that. Bunch of us split, some went to bar, some went to the event. But this year, like a bunch of my friends from the other group, they actually went there, and it wasn't as great as I would say the gathering was, because I think the production can't be put in the same way as you would have it like closer to the main event. So I would say like it was okay.
Is it like in a club? Where do they?
No,
even
it's
host
like
it?
open space that they have,
Oh.
and they put it like as long as it's covered,
And
because
it's just for the hotel guests.
yeah. They only provide it when you get to the hotel. Like even when last year when we got there, they gave us a card, like this is where it's gonna be. And yeah.
Secret.
Yeah.
Can you actually buy the gathering tickets?
No. It's part of
I'm pretty sure. Well,
it's part of it.
I met some guy during the gathering, and he actually. I was like, "Oh, are you coming? Are you camping? He's like, oh no, I'm just here for the gathering. And he had a gathering wristband. I was like, wait, what the hell? How'd you get that?
There's a gathering wristband.
Yeah.
So he didn't come to Tomorrowland at all, like the festival. He just came to gather.
Exactly. Yeah,
Interesting.
I
It
don't
might
know
be
how
like
he
a
got it.
Belgian
Yeah.
exclusive thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
he
don't
was
know.
he wasn't foreign, so
Oh.
yeah. So that's probably why.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You have to know some people.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Claudia, you guys and Vinny, you guys did the train the bus, right? The shuttle.
Yes, we did
Yeah.
the bus from Amsterdam.
How was that?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was better than last year. Last year we did the flight from Lisbon. It was good. And like you could tell that there was a whole bunch of like people that were flying to Tomorrowland. And I think last time we showed you the like the in-flight stuff, they had specific items.
The merch.
The merch.
Yeah,
the merch.
yeah.
I thought the bus was a lot better. I mean, they surprised us with like a lunch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we
We
the
had like
lunch.
that whole breakfast too, and it was
Oh, yeah,
like
we
in
had
like
a
a
breakfast.
cabana
Yeah, that's right.
bar. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. So
Yeah.
much better than the flight.
So much better than the
so
flight.
much better.
And we actually went to get breakfast beforehand. So we're like, oh, we're going to be starving. And we got there. They gave us 2 drink tickets, I think.
Yeah, two drinks and 2 food tickets.
Yeah, it was
which was
literally-
just like croissants and things.
Yeah,
but still, like
it was 8 a.m. We were,
having a beer.
having a beer, sitting on.
Well, you can't let the ticket go to waste. Right?
No,
you
exactly.
can't.
You can get orange juice, but like,
Or a
Beer's
coffee.
better.
yeah, or coffee.
Beer's better.
And then they stopped us, and then they took us to this random town, and they gave us a full buffet lunch. The DJ slapped. We were
That's sick.
sitting there like he was playing Killa up Chris Avantgarde, like.
Mhm.
It's like 10 a.m. now, by the way.
Yeah,
It's like 10 a.m.
yeah.
now.
It's 10 a.m.
I actually heard the train is not as nice.
No, that's what I heard too. Apparently, it's when you do book the party train too, it's just one cabin, and it's not actually as fun as they make it seem to be. So I honestly like the bus was so much fun. We were singing do Max
You were
Verstappen.
singing, not
I
we.
was
And the people behind us.
and the people behind
Not
us.
me.
Did you so they gave out the welcome packages at the bus, right?
Yes.
Did you steal extra one?
No.
Should have.
So the thing with me and Yukun we were actually supposed to do the shuttle,
Yeah.
but we actually didn't go to where was it? Luxembourg to take the
That's
shuttle.
one, yeah.
Instead, we just went into
That was my mistake, by the way, to book for Luxembourg.
where were we before?
We were supposed to book Amsterdam with you guys, but I was supposed to be the plan B when I bought the ticket, right? Plan A was someone else to go buy Netherlands bus shuttle. So I got in first. So the plan B, and then I saw that timer ticking down from 15 minutes. I was like, okay, I need to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then just click on Luxembourg. I'm like, okay, we're good. I got the tickets.
And then I'm gonna fly through
Yeah.
Reykjavik as well.
I'm going to fly to Reykjavik as well. Yeah. It's just mistake upon mistake upon mistake.
You made it though.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
I made
You
it.
made
I
it.
made it.
You made it right next to us too.
Yeah, I made it right next to you guys too. That was
Yeah,
blessed.
how was that? Like, it was not planned at all, and
It was
all
not
of a sudden,
planned,
yeah,
yeah.
like
It was so weird because me and Vinny got there, and we got there a couple hours after.
After, yeah.
like
And then you were
4?
texting me saying
No,
that
not even 4.
Not
Not,
4?
even 4.
No.
Earlier a little
Earlier?
bit, but still, yeah.
Well-
we reached around 1. We got in around 1.
Yeah, we got in. Yeah, so maybe a couple hours later.
Like
but
3,
the
4
people
maybe, yeah.
in front of us were getting number like 900 something for the easy tent, and we're like, oh, you
Yeah.
messaged us saying you guys were
344.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that, 344. So we're like, oh, we're not gonna be next to you guys. Lo and behold, they literally gave us the tent right next to you.
Yeah, 345.
That was bananas.
Yeah, when you texted me that, oh, my number is 345, I was I looked at it shocked, I instantly showed this guy who was next to me.
But he's
That's
like, I'm
pretty
in for a
cool.
treat.
Yeah. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, thank goodness for that too, eh? Like it made it so much more fun.
So
like,
much
just,
more fun.
Yeah,
So much more fun.
sharing those cold Jupilers together.
Yeah, that's true. And then you guys bought the coolers from Albert.
Albert
Okay, I'm gonna
Heijn.
butcher
Al-
this
Albert
again.
Heijn, yeah.
Albert Heijn.
Albert Heijn.
Albert Heijn. Because I always forget
I
Albert
remember when
Heijn.
I texted you, I'm like, yeah, I got it from Albert Heijn. You're like, I love that store so much.
It is though.
was
clutch.
It's
It's a
so
good store.
good.
So
It's a good
clutch. It
store.
was
The
so
short
clutch.
receipts.
Yeah.
The short, yeah, they have short receipts. Anyways,
They have fully made sandwiches too. And it's so good. Yeah, so Easy 10. They pre-set up the tent for you. They gave you air mattress, a sleeping bags for 2, and then a lantern, which honestly,
That
Which
lantern was
Benny
terrible.
figured that out though. I didn't know you have to like twist it.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to twist it to charge it.
Yeah.
But what I found was if you bought the Red Bull drink, you just pour water into the Red Bull drink and you leave it on the floor and it lights up the whole
Yeah.
tent.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost
way
too
better.
bright. It's almost
Yeah,
too
yeah.
bright though.
But the thing is, if you knock it over and spill it, it's just
Well,
No
then
more
it's
light.
tragic.
Yeah.
There's
Then
no
you
more
can't
light.
find out what's going on.
That's true.
yeah.
I still remember we were drinking the night, and then
Yeah,
we
you guys were
pouring-
APing, no?
Yeah, we were APing, and we were pouring drinks into the thing, right? So as we are drinking it,
It just went dark.
Puts flashback into your eye as you drink.
So bright.
It's so bright.
Yeah.
And once you finish it, it's dark. You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
pour
Yeah, that's the
more,
thing. You
pour
can't finish
more.
it though. You have to leave a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you just continue drinking. Just-
Yeah, I can do that too.
One thing I want to mention with a global journey is I don't think you do get because you get a souvenir bag with the journey. If you don't take the bus or the
Plane?
the commute they give you, I don't think they give. I don't think there's a way to get your package.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I tried asking, like, I told them that I'm not going to get the welcome package. I'm going to get it on site, and they say you can. But I went and asked the info booth, and the person just said, "Oh yeah, you're Easy 10. Have you gotten your wristband? Then just go that way." I was like, "Okay, where's my welcome package?" Everything's there. I was like, "Okay, cool."
So you guys didn't get the welcome package at
No,
all?
we got.
You got it? Okay.
So
It was
like,
actually a
no,
really
the
good package.
The passport
It's-
holder?
Yeah. Super nice.
Better than last
Clutch.
year's, and the bag
Clutch.
it looked nicer too.
Yeah.
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 Last
Oh,
year we
show you
got
pictures.
Jenga.
Way to
Last
rub it
year-
in.
I'm just speaking the facts.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking the
But
facts.
yes, the passport holder is gonna be with me for life.
For life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually had a friend that took the shuttle and got all of our packages for us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was how we got it.
Nice.
That's good.
If not, we couldn't get it at all. Well, I'll be just as jealous. You know?
The other thing
Yeah.
you get too is the newspapers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are really cool as well.
You get day 0 newspaper. Get the gathering.
But I just want to ask you guys this: how was the like partial like entrance experience, like in terms of like logistics?
Did you cry?
Did I cry lining up?
No, I think hater means like getting to
Oh,
the,
The
Not
easy
like
tent,
the
pretty much.
festival,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
the
No,
easy
yeah,
tent
yeah.
kind of thing. Like, you know, like
you
usually during the festivals, it's harder to get into. Like, you know, you're waiting in line after like hours after hours. You know, compared to
Yeah.
other festivals, how'd you
We-
think that was?
We waited about an hour and a half to get through that door, the rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get into the tent.
Yeah, to get into the tent.
But honestly, it wasn't that bad because a lot of people there were there early, like way early.
Yeah.
The Magnificent Greens people, like when we got
They're a
in,
different breed.
yeah, when we got in, there was like already people, like it was already like backed up, like
Okay.
already near the end of the where the rainbow is.
Yeah.
So we just had to walk past all of that, and then like everything was set up. It was super nice because the Easy Tent location is actually so close to the festival. It's like 15-20 minutes.
So
Not
that's the go-to.
Yeah,
If you, like, you know, that's the best for your price.
Yeah.
For it. You
But
know,
it's
like
not as
going
close as
camping.
Montego, but yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
like a couple of meters away, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not even that big of a difference. So
But I don't know what the price difference is.
a
It's
lot.
like
It's
I'd say
significant.
Okay.
It's
So
pretty significant.
my
like 1,000 or
my
1,500.
my friend said that his Montego, he got the shipping container
Yeah.
for 2, and he paid 2,300
Euros,
Canadian or euros?
Canadian.
Well,
Canadian. Okay.
Canadian.
Canadian,
No, it has
though.
to
But
be
is that
euro.
just the
Is that-
accommodation, or was that the whole?
No,
package?
That was
the
the whole
whole
package.
No,
Really?
there's
That's-
no
on his
way.
side. So he
That's
paid
actually
only
not
23.
bad for 2
Because-
people.
No, it's 23
Each.
on
Oh,
his
okay,
side.
yeah. Then that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. 23. So 46.
And did
Yeah.
you guys use the hot showers? It
Yes.
wasn't. It wasn't really hot. It was sort of
The warm.
like lukewarm. Yeah.
I think it depends which one you went into and how many people were using it at that time, though. Because when I went, it was hot. It was pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
Well,
piping.
what time did you go for the hot showers? I always
It
miss
was
it.
like 8 a.m. or something.
we got up at like 7 a.m., had a beer, and then went straight. Like,
Oh, because
Also,
we.
you guys are the ones that go to the
Go
tents. Sorry, go to the tent, sleep, and then shower the next morning.
Yeah.
Whereas for us is that I go back and shower before I go to sleep.
So we actually did end up using the cold showers.
Mhm.
It's
Like
not
the
as,
outdoor ones.
yeah,
right?
the outdoor
one.
They're not bad.
it's kind of a 2-person job
It is. It is
All right.
because
Okay,
with
tell me
the
more, Benny.
with the showers outside, you have to hold a button, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't last long. You have to you press it and then you jump in the shower and it blasts you for like 2 seconds and then you gotta press it again.
Yeah.
So it's more like a 2-person job. So like someone has to hold it while another person watches, and then like it's a whole thing.
It is though. It is.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they can
told-
clean
I
your
t-
back for you too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask, right?
Yeah.
If you ask nicely, I think they will.
Some of the conversations that you hear during the cold showers, it's just everyone's just like, "Oh my god, it's so cold."
That's
It is freezing. That the third night, it was freezing. It was what, 10 degrees.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and
Felt
then
colder.
yeah. So it was a lot colder because I went and took a shower at that degree.
that degree.
It was rough, but I had to take a shower because like I had to take the shuttle from Dreamville to the airport at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
remember. Yeah.
So I just didn't end up sleeping. I just took a shower, I just stayed up, like packed, and then just opened up my eyes, just rethink the whole entire journey that would led up to that, and then just walk. And then I made the same trip back, except 6 a.m. in the morning, walking the opposite direction. And man, what you see in Magnificent Green and whatnot, people are still like up and about, talking, and the bench just drinking, and some of them are blasting music. So it's just like, I don't even know how
is
you
a
guys
lot for me.
sleep, you know?
You walk all the way past Magnificent Greens.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because the shuttle is where the rainbow is. The
So-
rainbow entrance is.
So when I left, you know the it was Dreamville and then Easy Tent, and in between there was like kind of crossroad.
Yeah.
We just went straight out the crossroad.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that's
the
where
second-
we went.
That's where we went. Yeah.
That's the second entrance to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out.
Get in and out. But yes.
I think that's where all the global journeys come from, though.
Yeah,
isn't
because
it?
that's where all the buses go. I
Buses
think.
and also
Yeah.
the planes, like the shuttles from the planes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
took
you're
an
right.
Uber to there.
Was
so-
it Uber expensive? I heard
It's about-
Ubers were like surcharged like crazy.
It was if you had a full car, it was reasonable. Especially like going there was
we each paid,
reasonable.
what, 40?
I don't remember. It was like 30 euros, and
Yeah,
then
that's not bad.
That's
and
not
then
bad.
on the way out was kind of a bit more expensive.
Oh, on the way out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were last year, we had a guy that was saying that he spent like 200 euro
Yeah.
last day trying to get out, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Leaving was probably like 200 euros total for the car, like so roughly, and then going in was 30, like 150, something like that.
Yeah.
It was reasonable. Going
It was more expensive for them because getting out, it was missing me.
in. Yeah.
So I didn't add up to the group buy session.
Split.
Yeah.
The Yickern discount.
Find that on your podcast.
Yeah. So Dreamville, there's a lot of barbecue spots that you can actually like and the coal is always hot there, so you don't actually need to start up your own coal, and they have like supervisors sitting around just.
Do they
making sure
just
that
give
don't
you the
burn
coal?
anything.
So
No.
at I don't know about Magnificent Greens, but in Easy Tent, when you walk in, there's like it's like I guess you could. It's not a lobby, but it's like a
Lounge
Community,
area,
yeah.
communal area.
Yeah.
And then in the communal area, they have like one of those outdoor barbecues, and they already have charcoal there, and you can go to the
Care for.
the
You
grocery
were
store.
waiting for that,
Yeah.
weren't you?
The grocery store and buy. They already have prepped meat for you, like on scooters, and you just go back to the thing and pop it on, which I think would be great for the first day when you're not so rushed to go to the festival. But it's there on all 3 days.
4 days.
4 days. Yeah.
And then camp to camp, they use reusable tents. But honestly, like if you go around, walking around Magnificent Green, you can see a lot of people using reusable tents. Some from DEF CON, some from like Awakening, some from like past Tomorrowlands. So
So, Vinny and Claudia, you guys brought your tent back. How was that?
No.
No.
We didn't.
You didn't.
We took it so close.
So close.
We had it at the hotel with us. Like we were getting ready to go, and then I just decided to leave it. I was like, I don't want to pay
We
for
literally
it.
just left this big tent in the hotel.
We lugged it all the way back. Like it was such a mess carrying that thing. It was so heavy.
So heavy.
It was hot.
We were miserable.
Wow.
We just wanted to get
And
to
then
the
it turns
hotel.
out one of the other guys brought it on the plane for free, or
Yeah,
they checked
because-
it for free.
Yeah, so what they were doing is Air Canada was like, oh, when they have too much luggage or whatever, they're like, if you have
Anything,
checked
yeah.
at whatever, even like carry on, we can check it for free. So one of our friends checked it for free because that was
Wow.
one of our other issues
Lucky.
because it was like,
Wow, lucky.
It's
Yeah.
a big. It was reasonably big. Like
Yeah,
It
and
was
it-
really big.
yeah.
well, you had a double. Did you
I
bring
had
the
the
tubble?
double. Yes, I brought it back.
There you are.
Okay,
Carried
so,
it in a
so
backpack.
I brought. So we had the 4-person easy tent, which is 2 easy tent combined together, and I had to put both the tents into one
I
bag.
can sense
Really?
it.
Yeah, I put both tents. Into
One barely
bag.
fit in.
Yeah, it barely.
But
fit.
you probably had like a bigger bag than the one that
Yeah,
we
it was
had.
a bigger bag. and
That must have been
It was
heavy.
It was so heavy. I strapped it on. I was like literally walking from Easy Tent all the way to where you call an Uber, which is like sort of in the town, and I was dying.
I don't know how you
I
did
was
that.
I was
We
dying.
only
It was
figured
not
out
good.
after too that you can actually put it on like
Like a backpack. Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
still so heavy.
It
like
was
it was
so-
But like
miserable.
the poles were like digging
poles were,
into
like,
your
yeah.
back, and
I brought it so far. I was like, I'm bringing this. There's no way.
I should have as well.
We literally left in the hotel. The woman that was probably like cleaning the room was probably like, "What is this thing?
Solid tent, though.
What
It's
should
a
I
solid
do?"
tent,
Yeah,
it's a
solid tent.
and you just
A
like
lot
kind
of
of throw it out, and it explodes and builds itself.
One thing I will say is jumping on the train. The train doors are not big enough, so I had to walk sideways into the train
With the tent.
with the tent. I walked sideways into the train.
Did you try walking forward and you just got
Yeah.
stuck a couple of times?
Like every
Like a
door,
Mr. Bean episode.
Yeah, you're just Betty, just getting stuck.
every door I had to walk sideways. And when I got to the airport, I was actually dying. Like I was actually sick as well. I was sick.
Yeah, you were sick all the time.
Yeah, I was sick, and then I had to carry the tent, and I was like literally on my suitcase. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Your
Must be the
your
cage,
breakfast
man.
looked good
Must be the
though.
cage.
You sent
Yeah.
us a photo of your breakfast.
Yeah,
That
the
looked
breakfast
good.
looked good.
Did it taste good though? It looked
It honestly, it tasted
You
good,
Oh shit.
but it came like I actually yacked on the plane because I was so sick. Yeah,
but breakfast was good.
yeah,
Breakfast
breakfast
was-
was good, but it came out.
Was
And-
it because of the cage?
It was not because of the cage, it's because of the tent.
Yeah, I
Blame
don't
the
know how you
tent.
did
Did
it.
you guys do
honestly.
that breakfast too?
Yeah, so the-
not farmhouse breakfast, but the easy tent breakfast.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
It was
we did.
not worth it.
Wouldn't recommend it.
It was not worth
Yeah,
it.
It's not worth it.
It was not worth it.
because most of the time it's all the it was only bread, and then they give you
There
a lot of
was
bread.
so much bread.
Bread again.
There was so much bread.
There was so much bread.
Yeah.
I think they know, like, people are just getting drunk, so bread is gonna soak up
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just give bread.
Yeah, but
But
then
it was like so rough going down the throat, you know?
pause.
No, but it wasn't very good bread.
Pause.
But did you see how they make the eggs? They make them on that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was
pole.
sick.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and they do everything on that. It's like a regional barbecue.
Region.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't realize is that I thought everyone gets one tray of the eggs, and it only gets two, but you can actually grab however many you want.
Whoa.
No, wait, aren't they giving them out though? They don't let you take more than
They don't
one.
let-
Because
they
I'm
didn't-
pretty
they-
sure I tried.
They,
Because-
they didn't let us take more than one.
Because
we only got one.
one of my campmates actually took two.
Oh,
Well, you guys went later though, right? Because we were like the
We
first
were the
people there,
first
so maybe
ones.
they didn't know how many eggs they were gonna need.
As many
I mean,
as it
you
is.
guys they might have been at the very end. They're like, yeah, just gotta get rid of it.
Yeah, we were there. We
you
were
know.
waiting in line. Like they were like they didn't even know how to do the
Yeah, because the
wristbands or
ticket thing
anything.
wasn't
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
It wasn't working.
Yeah.
So
So
we
what
had to,
time?
like,
What time
do
was
old
it? Like
school.
8
It was like 8 a.m.
Oh.
on like the very first.
We
day.
wanted to make
My-
sure that we did it early because we didn't want to miss any festival time. So
Yeah. No, yeah, we don't recommend the breakfast. No,
Too
I
much
not
bread.
recommend it. I don't think it's worth it.
too much bread, a lot
Too
more
much-
French bread.
Yeah.
So yeah, in Easy Tent, so we talked about the breakfast at on site. You can also get like normal breakfast, like burgers or breakfast wraps if you want to, and then coffee there too. But what in dire need what we needed direly, is that right?
Yeah.
I said it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the minute we went to Easy Tent, the first thing we said,
Yeah.
we need chairs.
Should we get chairs?
Yeah.
We literally texted in the group chat. Yo, should we get chairs? It's kind of expensive, but like it'd be so nice to have, because it was the tents all around in a circle, and then inside the circle there was just grass. And we were debating, should we get chairs and we just throw it out after, or do something with it? We even considering getting the stools, which was a little bit cheaper, but
Yeah.
not that much cheaper. Because it's like, what was it, like 12?
It was like
pearls?
12 pearls or
12
something.
pearls
Yeah.
for
pretty
the
expensive.
for the chair.
And
And
you're gonna throw it out anyway.
yeah. So what we ended up doing was we got the beer boxes and we sat on those.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then that's probably how we got
That
infected our legs.
we still got a rash though
Yeah,
from
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on
So we
the
sat.
grass.
We should have had the chairs.
We
We
should
shouldn't
have
have
the
had
chairs.
the rash.
I mean, next time just bring a blanket. that
Yeah.
you just put.
Well, I didn't think I'd get infected from the grass. Like, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
you guys
wild.
got infected. I still remember that they gave you a sleeping. what is that?
Yeah, they gave us an antihistamine. They're like, you're gonna be sleepy, and we're like, we don't want to
Yeah.
be sleepy.
Well, my doctor told me just have a Red Bull, you'll be fine. Have some beers, have a Red Bull. And he's like, go party.
Go party.
You guys
Say
want
no
to explain
more.
a little bit what happened with your leg?
Yeah, so it was so apparently last year there was a whole bunch of
Bees or something.
bees or
Yeah.
wasps and whatnot, and so people were complaining about it. And this year they decided to do some sort of insecticide, pesticide, or something on the grass to keep the bugs from coming. And apparently everyone got rashes. Well, you guys didn't.
No, I
but,
It was just
like,
us somehow.
it was us, but then like a whole bunch of other people
Yeah.
apparently complained about it too. We went to first aid because we're like, this is
It looked
it's
a bit
growing.
sketchy.
It's
It looked
growing.
sketchy.
It was
It's
growing.
swollen.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
like going up our leg, and even the doctors, they brought all these doctors out, and everyone's like, "Oh,
Here's some antihistamine.
I don't know. Here's an antihistamine, and
Drink
ice,
a lot more Red Bull
Yeah.
and beer.
and beer, and good
Hey,
luck."
it worked. Though.
It worked.
It worked.
It
And
made
then
me.
the rat-
It made me so sleepy at
I
one
know.
point, though.
'Cause when we both saw you at Symphony of Unity, you like this. I need more beer. That's why.
Jupiler.
Oh yeah. So and then clothesline for to hang your clothes because outside shower it's pretty much open ended. So you want to wear your swimming trunks. So I highly suggest bringing swimming trunks. I didn't, so I showered in my underwear and just threw it.
No
And-
commando, you know.
No.
There was actually people
There
that
was
weren't
people- yeah,
commando.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
pretty.
I know. There are
it's
some
pretty
people that do that.
very
Yeah.
exposed.
People just don't care.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Seen that happen.
Raw
many
dog.
times.
yeah, that's the definition.
That's
of
the
it.
definition.
It's funny too because I literally reminded this guy, remember to bring swim trunks the night before.
Yeah, and I totally forgot. So yeah, you do need to bring swimming trunks for outdoor showers, and they go the whole night, pretty much, right? They
I
run
think they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that the hot showers end at 1, and yeah, so every time when the festival ends at 12:30, making back, and then you only have like 10-minute window just to go to the shower, almost impossible. So you always have to want to pre-pack before you go to the festival. Have your getaway clothes to go to the shower. Once you come back, drop everything, just take the bag and then just go shower.
Yeah.
If you really want to catch the hot shower,
Yeah.
or you can always leave 30 minutes earlier to go hot shower. I think we did that for day 2, right? Yeah, we did that for day 2, and it was blessed. No line. It was like 2 people in front of me, and then I got in, took a lukewarm shower. Best shower ever.
Or hotels.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
But you don't get the full experience,
Yeah,
though.
you don't-
That's the
yeah.
only thing. Like if you wanna, have quiet night and proper showering, hotel would be it. But like if
Always,
you want to
yeah.
have the full experience, I mean, camping is the way. Because I did that first time for Tomorrow World, and it was fun. Like like little to no sleep. Because I was in
Magnificent Greens.
yes.
I think everybody should try it at one point.
Yeah, at least once, you know.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. I'm never.
It's actually really fun.
It's fun for the first 2 days, and then the third day you're just like,
Yeah.
When you're pumping a mattress at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
we're like, oh, nobody's gonna be
No-
there. Nobody's gonna be there.
Everyone was pumping
I know
their
in
mattress
Tomorrowland
at
there
3
was some kind of curfew, right? Like you were supposed to dim down the sounds and everything.
Yeah, there was,
But
for-
at Tomorrow World there was nothing. There were like actual DJs playing out until 6 a.m., 7 a.m. and I'm like, I think I need some sleep.
Let me close my eyes.
Did you bring earplugs to Magnificent Green? Like,
I mean, at that time I never wore earplugs. I recently started like 2 years ago. So you know.
yeah, I brought earplugs and it worked wonders
Yeah.
just to sleep.
It was
oh,
quiet at
iMask
Easy
was
Tent,
nice.
though.
I
It was
recommend
honestly
iMask.
too quiet at Easy Tent.
Yeah, it
like
was really quiet.
like really quiet compared to like last year when people were going to like 7 a.m. just playing like
There was
Euro bangers.
Yeah, those German people near us or
Yeah.
something. They were just hard style nonstop.
Hardstyle at 7 a.m.
I do recommend if you do go camping, bring what's the
iMask.
iMask.
Yeah,
I
you
just said it earlier.
too.
I thought there was another word for
Hey,
it.
we actually got some like Tomorrowland eye masks on the way back.
I lost
Really?
mine.
Yeah, they gave them to us. Like they're branded
bus,
and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because the bus was dead on the way back.
We got a branded apple.
Oh,
on the-
yeah.
on the way back,
Wait,
they
what?
literally gave us I have a photo of it, but like it's literally an apple and it says Tomorrowland.
It
on
was like 20th anniversary on
and
an
it's
apple.
on the apple.
Was it
So
like
it's a sticker.
No,
No,
it was like inscribed.
Stamped?
Branded. Like,
Stamped?
Yeah.
wow?
Wow.
It was
It
wild.
was a really good apple too.
It was a great
Crunchy.
apple.
They
Solid
picked the
apple.
best of the best, you know.
No, it
Solid
was
apple.
solid. They were giving
Solid.
out candy.
Candy, yeah.
Although I didn't take any, but
I took all of it.
We always talk about the bathrooms at Tomorrowland. How was or at festivals at any EDM event? How did you guys find the bathrooms compared to previous years? Same.
I thought they were the same, but the only thing is they didn't have the DJ at the bathroom this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, not
And
much.
I was going on about that
Yeah.
last time.
but they
And
did
this
though.
year-
They
it
did.
looked like they expanded more. There was more toilets where the
I think
DJ
so,
was
yeah, where
before,
the DJ was. Yeah, they added
which
a
is probably a
couple.
better thing,
Yeah.
honestly. But
But they
Yeah.
actually did have a lot. They actually have bathrooms, DJ at the bathroom. It's just that there are in certain times.
At certain
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I feel
set
like
list
No.
or
Set
sometimes
list.
to
Yeah,
go to
there-
the bathroom.
Because I remember walking from I Hate Models Day 2 to Dirty Phonics.
Under
at-
the bridge, right?
yeah, under the bridge.
Yeah.
So we had to go through from Atmosphere to Planaxis stage.
Yeah.
So you go through under the bridge, and there was a DJ at the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was playing like outside.
Outside the
Yeah.
outside the
Oh.
bathroom.
And
There
I was kind of standing next to the DJ, just trying to see like what songs he's playing, and I can smell
oh,
what was,
everything.
what was behind me, you know.
No, because last year they had it at the
That
when you're
main
going
stage
to
one.
main
Right
stage,
behind the main
like
stage,
right
yeah.
behind the main stage.
Underneath the
they had
JBL stage, right?
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I think the JBL stage was.
Yeah,
nice
there
here
wasn't
too.
any DJ in there. I
No.
thought. No.
Yeah.
They
Sad.
removed that. Maybe
The
it's like-
bathrooms were good though.
The
I
bathrooms-
actually think they were better. They had soap this year.
Yeah, they did have.
They
soap
had
this
soap.
year.
Last year,
Yeah.
soap was like a commodity. You had to like grind to find soap.
was the bathrooms always so like tight, like tiny? Like there was not a lot of moving space in there.
I mean, you don't
Keep
really
it-
need to move.
I mean,
much, I guess.
European people are not that big either, so I'm just saying they're just like,
Yeah.
yo, we gotta accommodate to our surroundings.
I had no
that's true.
problems.
But they clean it very regularly.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
a lot of times I just see some worker just holding a tub of water, just splashing the whole entire bathroom.
Yeah.
It's funny
So,
to
yeah.
see them. They have like those spray guns and they're standing like 10 feet away shooting it with like a hazmat. Because
They don't want any on them.
I just love the fact that they have like the deodorant. And
The
everything.
deodorant?
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
honestly so clutch. It's
And
it's
sunscreen
awkward.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they
do.
did have sunscreen this year, but I just found it so awkward. Like it's awkward because they won't let you take the actual deodorant yourself.
Yeah.
They're just like put your arm up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
And they
Okay, Mom.
spray you.
I mean,
they
and they spray.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was just like that at Tomorrow World too. It was the same thing. You know, you go to the bathroom, you just put your arms up, and they're like, "All right, we'll do it."
Yeah.
But
Little
somebody
spray
actually
spray.
tried to grab it, and they're like, "No, no, you can't touch
No,
this."
they don't let you.
Yeah.
They're very protective about it.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
They probably
It's
go
like
through
an
a lot.
explosive
Yeah.
thing too, right? Like it's safety, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like you take a lighter and
Yeah.
That's true.
right.
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Yeah. So camping comes with the gathering, and week 2 gathering I heard was the best because I was there.
Yeah,
You heard from yourself.
I heard for myself.
Yeah.
This is a personal opinion. The inside voice was telling me it's the best. So yes.
So the gathering is in Dreamville, and Dreamville has it's like a marketplace. There's a grocery store. There's a bakery in there.
Yeah.
I never went there.
They have good sausage rolls.
Yeah. Oh, I never had sausage.
I never went in there.
They also have a tattoo
It's
shop.
really good.
Yeah.
They have a lot of good stuff. It's just you have to wait a long time
Yeah.
usually, but
It's actually sponsored by Carrefour.
Yeah, Carrefour.
There was also the merch store, and there was a couple of small like local stores, I think.
There was a vape pop up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have all the
Tattoo
restaurants
shop.
in there too,
Mhm.
or not the restaurant, the food stands, and the food is actually amazing
It's
there.
really
right?
good.
Very, very
Like,
reasonable.
Yeah.
You tried like everything, I swear.
I didn't try same meal twice. That was
that's
my
nice.
Yeah.
did you try? There was like a chicken, like a whole chicken. We saw people
Oh,
walking
people
around
were
with an
like-
entire
yeah.
chicken. We were like, what?
and
Yeah.
actually,
And one
like,
guy was in the
festival
crowd
grounds.
with just a chicken. Like at Mainstage, he was walking with the whole chicken.
Yeah,
Looked
they're
good,
so
though.
they look great. I'm so
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, like from all the foods that you did try, like, do you think compared to other festivals, was it? Like,
Oh yeah, miles
Oh,
apart.
yeah.
Right?
Miles apart.
Yeah.
Even comparing
even the price point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no poutine trucks.
There's no there's no poutine trucks.
You know?
Yeah. And then they always say it's Belgian fries.
Yes.
Not,
But it-
not
but
French fries.
They're just fries.
It's fries
Yeah,
with
yeah.
mayo on it.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Miles apart, I would say, like comparing it to EDC, like you're paying $22 for half a burger, and
Yeah,
here
that's
you're
crazy.
paying like you're paying
I think
10 per 8 pearls
honestly it's
to
kind of
12 pearls.
similar. The
Yeah.
price, it's I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
you
think
get
it's
But
a
the
bit
food is
cheaper.
better.
It's a
Yeah.
little bit cheaper.
A little bit cheaper, but food is better.
Yeah.
A little bit cheaper, and the food is just
Yeah.
complete. You
Yeah.
know, like a whole plate of paella.
Yeah.
And
then-
when she said paella, I had to go try it. That was my day zero meal. Paella
Was it
right
good?
there. It was
Well,
good.
I think
Yeah.
all the food vendors are like professional chefs
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
right? So yeah.
It's pretty nice
Even
how
the
you
presentation of the food is
Yeah.
good.
yeah. It's pretty nice how you can bring your own drinks from your camp to the gathering, which
Yeah.
I like
Oh yeah,
a lot.
that's fun.
I remember we sent back Nelson to the camp to bring more beers.
The mule.
Yeah.
The cold beer pickup though is you need it.
It's
It's essential.
so clutch.
It
Yeah.
is essential. Last year we didn't have it and we suffered.
We suffered so hard.
So we actually bought too much beer.
We bought 3 crates.
Yeah, but then we sold off 2.
Oh, okay.
So we got lucky. We barely finished the one that we bought, the 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because like when we bought and we were like struggling to carry 3 crates, and then this Australian guy from the bank's like, "Oh man, I need more beer." And we were just like, "You want 1 crate?" And we just pay us like in euros, right? And then the guy's like, "Sweet man, I'll just give you 30 euros right there." I'm
I
like,
didn't know
"Okay."
that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Someone if you can't finish it, someone will.
Someone
Yeah,
will,
yeah,
Someone
for sure.
will.
And
Yeah.
and the amount of beers people buy.
Oh yeah. Compared to like pretty much I think most of the people they're not at the festival like the camping area as much as the festival. So like that's why they try not to buy. But some people actually stay in the camping area much longer and I mean plus they can drink more too. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what
It's like we were walking from Dreamville, the entrance to our Easy 10, and we just saw people bringing crates of crates. Like some has 2, or they're holding it, and some just brought a trolley. It's like those Costco where
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
lift
yeah.
up the wood pallet, and they were like 18 crates
Oh.
on that thing, just dragging the whole entire way. I was like, wow.
somebody's
It's,
getting
I don't even know how much how much is that in total.
And we got the gathering, which honestly was one of my favorite parts. So the gathering is a pre-party before Tomorrowland, so it's basically day 0. And we actually got treated like really nice with the lineup. We got
It was royal.
yeah, it was really nice. We got
Afrojack, Emil Lenz,
Nicky Romero.
Nicky Romero. We got Matten, which is
Mattane.
which is
Dimitri.
Dimitri Vegas' wife.
Yeah,
And then we got Dimitri Vegas himself.
But
Yeah.
vinyl.
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 that's it.
That was
Yeah.
Betty's.
That was-
No, it was
Betty.
that was
Benny's
Benny's
night.
set, though.
Yeah,
It was
it
The
was
messages
so
that I
sick.
saw, he's like, "Oh my god."
he said he's like, I'm his number one fan now.
Yeah, yeah.
I added him on
I will believe
Instagram.
it.
It's like,
I
yo, Benny,
followed
where
him.
are you? I'm at the rail.
Always find Benny at the rail.
Yeah, that was so funny. It's like, yo, where are you guys? Oh, I'm at the same spot, the rails.
Yeah, because
Gathering.
we actually moved out of the rails because it got so packed.
Yeah.
At one point at like who was that, Matane? It got so packed and we just needed some air.
I was gonna say that the gathering does get very busy though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it
if you
gets
want to get
really
drinks,
busy.
like you're gonna wait a long
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
get drinks, and you won't find your friends
No,
again.
you're right.
Yeah.
And there's no service too,
Yeah.
so it doesn't help.
So that's why you gotta send a meal.
Yeah. So I
Nelson?
actually did wait a long time for drinks as well. But in the center, they sell drinks. Like
Oh yeah, where
rails
the
is.
posts are, where
So
the big
I
posts
didn't know
are.
that last year. Like this
Yeah.
year, they were literally just we were
But-
right by the rail too, and the guy was just like, "What's
Sell
the
it.
order?"
The thing is, no, but they only do beer. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they
it's-
only
that's
do
why it
That's the
says
thing.
beer
If you
only.
want
Yeah.
like a mixed drink, then you have
Yeah.
to go suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the gathering stage actually uses Tomorrowland Winter stage.
Yep.
Yeah. So and just to see all the intricacies of how they design it, pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy. It's like another festival before the festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another festival
Yeah.
before the festival.
Like it's a full stage and everything. They don't cheap out on it. It's like
No.
it's full scale. Like it. Yeah.
And then it rained too that night. And then when they shine the lasers like horizontally, you can kind of see like
So
the
good.
droplets and everything. It's like very nice. And that time was Emil Lenz was playing. I actually I got tired right through Nicky Romero, and then I was just like, okay, maybe I'll just go grab a bite. And then after I ate, I felt like the itis started sitting in. So I like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just go rest at the campsite. And then I heard one of Emilio Lenz's song played, and I just got up,
Shut up.
dashed straight back to the gathering to find you guys. But I found him at the
Benny-
rails.
Benny's at the rail.
Yeah.
I found him at the rails.
It was so funny because he was about to call it at night too.
Yeah.
He was about to call it at night, and he came back and he
Thank
came
God
back.
you
to-
did.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. So I came back. It was only like 20 minutes left of Emil Lenz set. So I was just trying to like, I wanted to stay for Emil Lenz so that I can skip her set during
Festival.
the main
Actual festival.
stage as well, right? And then after 20 minutes set, then we were kind of speculating who was going to be on the last guy. And he just showed up, no introduction.
No introduction.
Holds up the vinyl like this, you know, start waving it and start playing classic trance and then into hard techno.
And then Benny was just living his best
Yeah,
life.
and then
It was pretty magical. I'm not
mean,
gonna
It
lie.
Usually-
actually was. It was a
Yeah.
crazy set. That was probably one of my favorite sets from the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, all I gotta say is like Mike wasn't there because he's the only one that talks all the time
Yeah.
while Dimitri
Yeah.
Vegas is playing. So it's just like
It's
the
just
guy
change.
that does the work is
Was
there.
putting in
Yeah.
the work.
I think he
there.
just wanted to keep it old school too, right? With the vinyl, I'm just gonna shut up and not say
Yeah,
anything.
and,
So
let the music talk.
after that set, where I was like, "Yo, I'm pretty satisfied with the festival." I haven't even started. I was like satisfied. I'm like, "Yo, if the festival ended tomorrow, I think it'd be good." Yeah. Everything after that set was icing on the cake. If I'm being completely honest, it was
There's a lot of icing
There was
left.
a lot of
there was a
icing.
lot.
Icing in the cage.
Yeah.
In the cage. That's good.
Yeah, so pricing was very reasonable. Pearls fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pearls.
Pearls
You spent
fly.
a lot of
Yeah.
pearls. Like,
Pearls fly.
yeah.
Because keep in mind, you just don't think of it as money. It's just like
Yeah.
tap, tap,
Yeah,
tap.
yeah. And,
It's just
and
things you
they
need.
kind of trick you, right? Because like you say that you have to do two different conversions. First from the pearls to the euros, and then the euros to Canadian, right?
Yeah.
But you don't really, you kind of skip that whole middle section
Yeah.
of like then you kind of switch between pearls to Canadian, and you just think everything is like reasonably cheap. And then you just start tapping. Like next thing you know, oh, I want to buy merch. I'm gonna get this bandana. I'm gonna get 2 flags, and it's like, oh, 80 pearls.
Well, the merch is pretty expensive.
merch
is
though. Like that,
expensive.
yeah.
the concept of money just goes out the window when you're at
pretty
tomorrow.
much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, this is not reality.
It's so hard to track.
This guy topped up at day 0.
Actually.
Yeah, I
'Cause
bought
he bought merch.
Yeah, I bought merch. Yeah.
It happens to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
You got to
Uh,
top up. Actually, we didn't top up
We
this year.
didn't top up
We
this
like
year.
perfectly planned
Like
our pearls.
planned
yeah.
it. I think I'm owed like 3 pearls.
I'm really surprised how quick they are for refunds. Right when I got back from Belgium, like I already got my refund like on my email. I was like, wow, that's really quick.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get a refund though? If you topped up again, I thought the
No,
refund is only
whatever
for
the remaining is.
The remaining.
No, but if I thought that's only if you
That's what I
top up before like a
Before-
week before the festival or something.
Yeah, that's what they said in the email. They're
No.
like, if
Whatever the
Do you have
remaining
to like
is.
sign something?
Interesting.
No,
Because
no. It's
that's
always
weird.
like whatever.
In the
yeah.
email, it doesn't say that. Though.
Yeah, but even if you're topping up, whatever's remaining that's left in
Interesting.
there, they take 3 pearls for a transaction
I could have
fee,
sworn
and
it
then
wasn't like
because
that.
when they send you an email, they say if you top up before a certain date, then whatever outstanding pearls you have, then you will be refunded.
That's
but not
what I
when you
understood, too.
when you top
No.
up. That's how I understood.
It's not like I got refunded a
That's
lot.
good
It
to
was
know.
like 20 euros. It's
No,
not
but
a
still,
lot.
Still, that's good to know.
Because last year
That's
we
good to know.
topped up at the festival,
Yeah.
and then I don't think we got
No.
money back.
I mean, I think we just went down to like 0.5 pearl.
But still, like I
Yeah.
didn't see any
yeah,
transaction.
but like they
pop
said,
up in there.
anything like 3 or less, that's a transaction.
Oh, okay.
They get.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So you guys have maybe 3 pearls
Yeah.
less. In
Yeah. They're not gonna refund like.
Because they
50
refunded
cents.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't top up and I got refunded. I topped up. Initially I did 300 pearls.
Yeah.
No, 300 euros.
Okay.
did
I was gonna
300
say
euros.
300 pearls is a lot.
Yeah. 300 euros. So it came up to around 157. Yeah, and it lasted throughout, and I still got some change back. But because I resisted, that's the main key point.
Yeah.
I resisted.
I think Claudio, how much did we do? Like 400 euro.
I think I did 400 euro.
Because we wanted to get that bonus, like 2 pearls
Yeah,
that you
the
get for every 100 that you put in.
You get 1 free.
But it
beer
was
or
like
something?
perfect. It was like 100 per day.
100
right?
per day. And we didn't need to top up or anything. Like it was perfect.
And we got
Yeah.
merch. Both
And
of
we
us
got
bought
merch,
some
yeah.
merch. So
How do you guys feel about the battery pack that you got?
I
so good.
honestly liked
It's
it. I
really
love
good.
it. I think it's great. I know a lot of people were complaining this year saying that
It was just a sleeve.
the actual battery wasn't charged, but it's like, okay, check if it's charged. If it's not,
Yeah, that
give
happened
it
to us
back.
once
Yeah.
actually. She gave us like one that was only two
Yeah.
stars out of 4.
4, yeah.
The battery was pretty clutch.
I
Yeah.
think it was clutch.
Yeah.
And it's like a nice size too. It's not like big and clunky,
Yeah.
right?
Was it in previous years? Was it just a sleeve or was it a branded actual one? Because this year it was a battery pack with a sleeve on it.
That's
'Cause
what
We
they
didn't
had
have a
last year.
sleeve on it.
Yeah, we did. It's
Yeah.
the black sleeve.
The black
Oh,
sleeve,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
realize that's a sleeve. I thought it was just, like, no, but last year they had something like that too.
It was similar,
But
yeah,
it
they had
was.
a
It
sleeve.
wasn't
Oh,
Tomorrowland
okay.
even.
No.
It was like birds or something, right? Like
Yeah, because
I
it was
think
the,
Ascendo.
it was the-
Ascendo, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ascendo.
It was
But it
Tomorrowland,
didn't say
yeah.
like there was no logo, nothing.
No.
It was just.
But I will say I don't think you need to buy their cable. I think you can just
You can use your,
your own
cable.
cable.
Because they charge extra for the cable.
yeah.
I mean, everything costs money, so
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're gonna mark it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
for
thought,
sure.
I think that's pretty clutch. The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's really
then-
easy to exchange
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And if you return it, you get your pearls back. But I think we kept it this year.
I
right?
wanted to keep
Yeah.
it because it was
Yeah.
Ellie 20th anniversary limited edition.
I didn't have the chance to return it, so I just brought it.
Oh, so you just
Yeah,
have it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of limited edition stuff. So caught my eye.
Yeah. That's how they milk you. They put limited
That's
edition
how
on
Benny
there.
got milked.
Yeah. Yeah.
On
Also-
day 0.
Yeah.
Day 0. He's
Day 0 milking.
They're-
He's topping up since day 0.
So the drink pricing is actually pretty reasonable too. How many beers do you guys drink per day during the festival? Because I
honestly,
see you guys
like-
had like 6 stacked cups just drinking.
To be honest, quite a lot because we didn't really eat. We don't really eat. Like that's the
We
only
would
thing that
we'd have
keeps us
one
going.
meal.
We had one meal
like at the festival.
yeah, at the festival.
Breakfast and then one meal at the festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of drinks, I don't know.
Too
I
many.
can't even give you a number,
I reckon
honestly.
like 10 to 15.
Because I bumped into some dude in Easy 10, and this guy was his sole job, not his sole job, but like
Collecting cups.
he told some girl there who was washing hands, and then he's like, "Oh, I've been collecting all these cups. I'm like 15 pearls up. I'm gonna start collecting
Yeah.
like
You can. You can do that.
200 cups so that I can pay off my Tomorrowland fee." I'm like, "You're nuts, dude."
But that you can only do that at the campsite.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't do that at the festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So for the Gathering and the Dreamville, when you buy a drink, you get a plastic cup. They fill it in a plastic cup, and every plastic cup you return is like 1 pearl or like something.
I think it's like 0.5,
Like,
yeah, it's like
0.75.
a small amount of pearls. But if you find it on the floor, you can actually save some money on a drink, your next drink, which is pretty nice.
bad,
But
yeah. I mean, that way, like, they're saving the environment and recycling and everything.
It
So,
just
like,
stops people from throwing it on
Yeah.
the floor
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
people still throw it on the floor, but not as much.
but compared to other festivals, like, it wasn't as
As
dirty.
bad, yeah.
Because you have people going
Because
around.
they also handed us like plastic bags
Okay.
to fill
Oh,
up
yeah.
trash,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
they did this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they say that if you manage to fill up the enough garbage bag, you get like merch and also a secret entrance to another party.
Yeah, there was some sort of incentive about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. I didn't really, follow that. The incentive wasn't
Too busy.
It wasn't incentivizing enough. I don't think so.
Apparently not.
I don't know.
Benny's
Unless
at the rail on
uh,
the page.
unless the secret entrance party is Dimitri Vega's vinyl set.
yeah.
What was that?
Then he's not interested.
In the cage.
In the cage.
So the glowing cup, we
my
got
favorite.
glowing cups.
Mhm.
You guys didn't this year.
No, and I'm really sad about it, to be honest.
It was branded limited edition.
It was branded. It was LE.
I got it on the first day.
Well, the strategy, you have to get it either at the campsite though, so you can just leave it in the tent,
So you don't have to
or
carry
or you
it
get it
away.
at the very end of the day at the festival, so you don't
Yeah.
have to carry it around. 'Cause
Yeah.
we
That
bought it
was
at the worst
hor-
time.
That's
Well, you bought
literally
it
the
at the
worst
worst
time.
You're so annoyed with me.
She was ready to throw it
I
out
was
too.
ready to throw it out,
Yeah.
but then Vinny's like,
Yeah.
dude, you spent like 27 pearls on this. Like, keep
That
the
was mad
cup."
expensive.
It was pretty expensive, yeah.
So actually, when you buy it at the Easy Tent, you can be like, because you can buy it at the.
They had it at the Easy Tent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go at the end of the day and you can just buy it because it's like end of the day. You don't want to drink a Red Bull. You can buy a Red Bull with it and just ask them not to crack the Red Bull and just have the Red Bull on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what
the,
a lot of
the
people.
person
did.
was like kind of iffy about it. It's like, oh, but I have to crack it. No, but you
They
don't
all-
have to crack it. I have to do it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna drink it at this time of the night. I
Yeah.
want to go home and sleep.
Yeah.
Back and sleep.
Yeah, it's a good cup.
It is. But mine's broken though. I have it right here on the left side here. But mine's broken. So even putting in battery, putting in the liquid does not light up.
Well, that kind of
Oh.
sucks.
Did you guys go to the
I
Coke
need a
bar?
refund.
The Coke bar?
No.
The Coca-Cola bar.
Yeah.
It was next to
I
the
walked
cage
past
stage.
it. Yeah, I
Next-
walked past it
oh,
multiple times, but I never went
It's
in.
next to the radio.
You
Is
guys
that
went.
right next
One
to the
radio, one,
radio?
yeah.
Yeah, next to
Remember?
the
we
cage
did.
entrance.
Yeah,
Remember
you guys
they
did
had a
last
whole
year.
bunch of like Coca-Colas like stood
Yeah,
out
you could
there,
just take
and then,
it.
but then they took them away.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we'll grab one in a second. It was just gone. There was like 40 Coca-Colas just sitting there.
Yeah.
So the drinks there are actually, if you're gonna buy a drink at the festival, I think you go there because the drinks are strong there.
It's right next to the cage.
It's
then
next
you
to the
go.
cage, and it's super strong. So I think that was
How much were the drinks? Like,
Same price.
Same price?
Same
I don't
price
know, but
as-
I didn't even buy any mixed drinks.
No,
I
me
don't know, like,
neither.
how much do they cost even?
I think it was like
60.
8 pearls.
Yeah, I
8
think
pearls.
I can't justify that because it's like
That's
three,
like 2 beers.
Everything
So it's like
else was
2.5 beers.
But
It was-
it compared to like you drinking so many beers, one mixed drink is good enough for 2 beers. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
yeah, but it also the
We needed the calories as
the
well.
beers we needed, the calories we needed. we weren't buying roast chickens
And roasted potatoes.
and roasted potatoes,
Is that
How-
how you're
paellas and stuff.
How was the one radio
One
station?
World Radio or
It
something.
was
Something like
cool. It was
It was
really
pretty
cool.
What was that? I
actually.
never went in there.
We were waiting for so long for someone to come in. We're like, we can feel it. Someone's coming.
Well, I was
someone's
hoping for
coming.
Alesso, right? I had my flag, and I even talked to the guy. Remember, I asked him
Yeah.
like, "Yo, so do you know who's coming today?" He's like,
like,
"Yeah, but I
"Yeah."
can't tell you." And I'm like, "Come on!" And I showed him the flag, and he's like, "I can't tell you." But nobody showed up when we were there.
No, it was cool.
It was
though.
cool. Yeah, like people were taking photos with that guy.
With,
Remember the? I don't know. I guess
The host.
it's well known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Do they have?
It's kind of like this.
It's
Yeah,
actually-
it's
oh,
like
it's,
this.
it's an actual
Yeah.
radio station. And
Yeah.
then-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
Okay.
year round.
And they have like guests come, like DJs come, and they're interviewed and stuff. So Vinny was waiting for Alesso,
Yeah.
like he said. But
Hardwell showed up on the Sunday just randomly because remember he showed up for Maddox's set too.
oh yeah, he
So
popped up
Hardwell was at One World like in the early AM.
in the early.
So
Did you guys send any postcards?
postcards.
Yeah.
No, we did
No.
not send
No,
any.
oh, sad.
Did you
But I
guys
saw-
go to like the condom, the condom?
yeah.
Oh,
the
it's
condom-
right next to the JBL stage.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that. I was
JBL.
looking
No, I
at it.
didn't
I
see
was
that.
like,
Dude,
what?
there was a condom
Durex.
Durex booth,
Yeah.
and I think you could go there and get free stuff. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's condoms.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a bucket.
There was a
hat.
lineup. I saw there was a lineup
Yeah,
of people
yeah.
waiting
I
for
didn't
the
end up going in. But.
Protect your head.
Yo, what if
It's
they
like
give
a
you,
poncho.
Yo, what if they give you earplugs and like protection for your ears?
yeah.
That's a really good marketing strategy.
Right?
At Durex.
If they're listening, give you the
Sponsor
idea.
us. So yeah, speaking of One World Stage, it is right next to the cage.
My,
Benny.
so
And
Let
you.
the experts.
yeah, so I guess we're gonna talk about stages now. Cage was my favorite stage. It was so the cage stage was in like a basement, and it was pretty small, and sometimes you had to line up for it, but I think you get the most niche music in there, and it was the sound
It
was
was
good.
so hot in there.
Yeah, it
So
was hot in there, but
Tolerable.
what I
Benny
value
can take
most
the heat.
is being able to dance like with space and
Yeah.
like people not bumping into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go to the cage, you can't drink because there's no bathrooms.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no bathrooms.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, so we got there and I was like, okay, so where's the bathroom? I'm just gonna pop in really quick, and it's like I had to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there for like what, 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we
and
just
then we're
wanted to
like-
check it out because we never saw it
Yeah,
last
because
year.
Benny's
right?
like, yeah, it's so cool.
You just
no,
sweat
it was
out.
cool.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
cool. It's just
We
logistically.
wanted to
not,
take the sign,
Yeah.
the sign.
So
the cage logo. It's like a
Oh,
lion head.
yeah.
And
So-
we're just gonna replicate it here.
How do you feel about core?
Core is not a good experience. Everyone there was like kind of rude and not it. But on the last day it was good.
The
'Cause-
stage
But
itself though is
the
really
stage
cool.
is
Like it's,
sick.
I think that the full head that they
Was
had
better.
Yeah,
is
it
better.
was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So
We weren't
over
there long
so
enough
what there
to-
was like 12 stages overall, right?
no
12
more.
or
I
just
think
more.
it's
I think there's like
18.
Yeah.
18? Oh, I don't know.
I was gonna say 15. I don't know. Everybody's got a
It's a
different
lot.
list.
Everyone
Yeah.
got a different number.
Because
because
there's so many.
Yeah, they
Fact
take
check.
account to like the smaller stages too. One like pop-ups and everything.
Yeah, like Rave Cave,
Yeah.
for example. Like I
Rave
mean,
Cave has been there from the beginning. You know,
but it still
Rave-
counts as a
Yeah.
stage, right?
Yeah,
It's
it
counts
tiny,
as-
but
yeah.
Rave
I
Cage is
have-
tiny.
Like you know, they had something similar to Tomorrow World, but like still can't get in there. Like you got to be there early enough to
Yeah.
just get in there.
It's also so steep. It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
well, most people I think they just show up and they go in for like
Go
2
in.
seconds just
Yeah.
to say like or check
went
it
to the
out,
Rave
right?
Cave. Yeah.
Dip into the
I don't know if the in Cage last previous years you can go behind the DJ, but this year you can go behind the DJ.
It's like boiler room sort
yeah,
of style.
boiler room
Yeah.
style. So I was
You're
in a
with
way.
the
hammer.
Then he's
Best
like,
seat
I
in the
loved
house.
every moment.
Yeah, that was
And
that's crisp. Main stage. So every night they open the flower, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's every night, and they do the fireworks. The fireworks.
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 Throw petals.
So I think you got to go to the main stage at least once for one of the nights.
Did you like the bubbles?
They didn't
There
have
was no
bubbles
bubbles.
this year. No bubbles.
No, I
this
thought
year.
there were bubbles.
That was an Nintendo thing.
Oh,
No bubbles this year.
sad.
I
Okay.
know, I was
Well,
pretty
can
sad
you
about
elaborate on that?
Last year there were bubbles. You
Like
know,
they were like
yeah.
blowing bubbles. Oh, there was
And
at
they had like
Corge.
smoke in them, and then when they popped,
Oh,
Yeah.
smoke was
at
coming.
Core they blew bubbles.
Ah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there was a guy standing at the rails, and he was literally covered in soap.
He was
Okay,
clean,
maybe they moved it
squeaky.
He was covered
Like
in
he could
soap.
just rub his fingers together and blow bubbles.
blow its own bubble. But yeah, like that time, day one at Core,
Yeah.
it was just smoke the whole time. Like Marlon Hofstad said, he was just blowing CO2 smoke the whole set. And like, I tried to record one of his songs, and all I can see is nothing.
Depends where you're at too, right? Because there's like bushes and things in the way.
Yeah.
Like, you're
No,
in the
I
forest.
was like, I was two people behind the rail, and I was recording like this, and I couldn't even see the guy.
Didn't you guys say that you saw someone climbing on
Yeah.
the trees
Yeah, yeah,
and stuff?
I got a picture,
You
so-
really didn't like Core.
No, Core was just not a good experience for me because I was trying to camp a spot in the front, but everyone around me was just being not friendly people, like bumping into each other and
Yeah.
and just not looking at the DJ, looking at
I think-
back of the stage.
I think they were for the photos.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what it is. Sometimes like that stage itself, because it gets moved around a lot too. And being at Tomorrowland, they're like, might as well take a couple of photos and then move along, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it takes a while to get into core.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
The trees in core were not it. Like they
Yeah.
just took up too much room,
That's the thing.
and
Like,
then the trees got destroyed over the couple of weekends. Like all the fences were caved in, and all the grass are like pretty much destroyed. It's like I think core could be better.
Just shave off the trees so that you get more dancing space. But I do want to say though, when they shine the lasers horizontally and when it passes through the trees, it looks nice. Yeah, but I can live without it.
I will say that core did have bathrooms. I don't know if it had bathrooms when you guys
Yeah,
were.
it did.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one up on
Like
Cage.
the ones at the back. Yeah. One up on Cage.
One up on Cage.
Or originally, this guy didn't even know the bathrooms there. It's like the first day, I'm not gonna drink anymore. I'm just gonna stay at core for Marlon Hofstad, and I'm good, right? and then when we got out for DJ Heartstrings to come back in, and then I took him to the bathroom, he was like, "Oh shit, there's a bathroom here. I'm gonna get 2 drinks now."
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly.
Library. Apparently that stage is permanently there. It lives there.
I actually don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Someone told me.
No.
They
Because
must
this
take
is
it down.
yeah,
I don't-
They
because
have to take it down.
Because
But
oh,
it's
it
actually
might
the
just not go
regular-
anywhere else. Like it's
Yeah.
just like a only in Tomorrowland, Belgium.
Yeah.
Thing.
because isn't there like a Vici thing?
Yeah,
A
tribute.
VG,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just for the festival.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you know.
Mhm.
For
I definitely don't think they
because
keep
it's a regular park.
Mhm.
Once you know it's taken down, it's a regular park.
Mhm.
So
But that library stage is nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Because I thought
I mean-
that when 2 years ago,
That was the
like
part of the
year
main-
before the spaceship.
Yep.
It was kind of like that stage
yeah,
too. Yeah.
it was part of the main stage. You know.
Was there any
The books.
stages that you guys didn't go to?
Moose Bar.
Oh, we went there.
Is that the
I
one
went
that
there.
as soon as you walk
Yeah,
in, it's
I
on
don't
the
even
right?
know where
It's
it
on the
is
right.
still. Like it's just I don't know.
I remember last year they were playing Frozen, like the Frozen song, and it was just remixed. And I think I mentioned it to you, but we never went there. I don't even.
I don't
know.
even think I've laid.
It's
I
like
don't.
eyes
I don't
on
country.
think
it,
I
like-
went that way
It's
ever.
like country EDM music.
EDM.
So actually, when you go in there, you can get the the
Yeehaw.
big massive beers with the
like
big.
Oh, like a
stout.
like a
Yeah.
like the German like Oktoberfest.
Yeah, you can
yeah.
get one of those in there, and
Should have went.
Why?
yeah,
Vinny's like,
How many pearls?
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't.
Yeah,
We
Take
went in
my
there.
money.
Yeah, we went in there just to see what is it like, and then we just got out.
Yeah.
that's the
Um,
one stage we didn't go to. I think.
Yeah, so when you enter the grounds from Dreamville, you
Yeah.
make a right.
That's
Yeah,
like where the
pa-
lockers were.
No, it's past
like
the locker.
further past
Oh.
the
So
lockers. Yeah.
The when you go in, lockers is like at your 5 o'clock.
Oh,
right?
alright.
And then Moose Bar is like 2 o'clock.
okay.
So you
saw
go
it
through down
multiple
that path, and
it's
then you,
literally
Like where all the there's like all the beer vendors and stuff.
yeah,
on
it's
the
Yeah.
side.
all the way to the
Yeah,
right.
And then do you turn before those vendors
No, you
or
turn
after?
right. As soon as you walk in, you go right.
See, that's
Yeah.
what confuses me because doesn't that take you to library?
No,
No.
because
No,
that's when
that's
that's when you
past.
go
Yeah.
left and then
And
and
then
then,
right.
Oh,
right.
through the I see.
yeah,
Okay.
So you make a right first before you go left.
Yeah.
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 So Crystal Garden, fantastic stage.
Love it.
I think the sound there is the most pristine sound that I've ever heard
Mm-hmm.
in my whole entire raving career. Better than Coda, better than a lot of stages that I've been to. We were there for Vintage Culture. Instantly became a fan of him once I was there. And this guy was holding a fan says, "Do not do anal on the rail." And we made eye contact and he gave me a smile. Wait, hold on. Chill. But yeah, so
Is like, but I'm not at the rails.
I wasn't at the rail.
Eddie's at the
So
rail.
that's why it's like maybe that guy was like target acquired.
Yeah. So, can I take you to the rail?
Let me take you to the rail.
Yeah, but Crystal Garden was fantastic. Especially when they do the drops and then the water shoots up from behind. Like amazing.
Yeah, unreal.
Atmosphere, the sound quality is not as good as Crystal Garden, but the lighting inside Atmosphere is fantastic.
I love
I
Atmosphere.
think
Yeah.
it might be my favorite stage.
I love
Really?
Atmosphere. I love Atmosphere.
Atmosphere is really sick, but the sound quality was not as good as
It
Cave.
didn't bother me. I
no,
don't
is
know.
that where we have a video of you with the
Yeah, the
hammer?
hammer.
Yeah.
That was during BLK.
Yeah, that one's great. So any noticeable changes compared to the previous years for stages and layout?
I mean, I think it was pretty.
The layout was the
Pretty
same.
similar,
The only
yeah.
the biggest difference I think is that remember last year there was like that mushroom stage where we saw
That's where
Ruben Duran.
ASOT was.
yeah. That wasn't there this year. It
No.
was now the Planaxis or something.
Yeah,
Like
I think
that
it was
conch
like
in the
conch,
water.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like it was in a totally different spot. Like it was in the water, but that
Yeah.
stage was
We
like
didn't
on
really spend a lot of time there either, but like
No.
apparently it was really good. Like people
Yeah,
were going
that's
crazy for
mostly
it.
bass.
Yeah.
So
Also-
I don't know if you guys are bass heads.
No, not
No.
really.
Yeah.
But there was that other stage too, like you know when you walk along the water, there was one that was like they built out into the water.
Apparently that's Elixir.
Yeah,
I think
Elixir.
that wasn't not that one.
the dragon one.
No, the dragon was.
Was
I
it
think that
was
was
it
just
closer
Planaxis,
to
but they
Mesa
moved
Garden?
it.
Like you
Is it in front of Cage?
no. It's like where the water is.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see it this year.
It's time to go back next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
Gotta go to Moose Bar.
Yeah, Moose Bar. So I actually like that the whole entire layout of Tomorrowland is sort of like a figure eight. So you actually you have to walk like a certain path because they actually block roads and they have,
One-way traffic.
yeah, there are a
Yeah.
lot of one-way traffics and people actually like stop you from going.
Oh yeah,
And-
they're very.
Yeah, they're very
aggressive
adamant
about
about
it,
it too. And I actually really like it. So you always have constant flow. No, it's not like EDC where you just
Everybody's
yeah,
going
every
everywhere.
like
Yeah.
everyone's going in every direction, you know.
Yeah.
And you really have to keep close to the friends that you go with. Whereas here, you can kind of scatter because like reception is there. I remember like deep in core, deep in cage, we can still text each other and ask what's the next move, you know.
Yeah.
And and they also have LED screens to tell you if the stage is full.
Yep.
So I remember day 3 when I was supposed to go to Anima to go see my first Afterlife set, and I was walking from Planaxis towards Freedom.
Yeah.
You actually have to go past Atmosphere stage, right? You cannot actually cut through it. So I saw the sign saying Freedom stage is full.
Yeah.
So and I just skipped it entirely. I'm like,
That's-
okay.
The amount of people going to Anima. Remember we were at library or something, and it was just like you couldn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Like,
was
Because it was
actually
right
insane.
after Maddox actually.
Yeah.
And we were like sitting down, and like I've never been that squished even at a stage.
No.
Like-
Well, it's when we were walking down.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
right?
they're, like,
we
near the
literally just had to
bathrooms.
just like stop near the bathroom because we're like we can't.
Everybody was
Everyone
going
was
to
going
Anima.
to Anima.
Back to the small group point. It's nice because it's based off the camping as well. Like max camping is only 4 people if you were to do the easy tent. Yeah. But it's like everyone has different music tastes, so it's not like super frowned upon, I guess, to like go off on your own. Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of
Oh, yeah.
time,
I
you
mean-
go off on your own.
Last year, it was pretty much like I told the entire group, I'm like, I might be doing my own thing. You know, like it's not like that I don't like your music. It's just like I'm gonna experience it. You know, the way the artist that I want to listen to, and you know, at the end of the night, we're gonna meet up anyways, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So you just tell them ahead of time, you know, and then rather them going like, "Where are you?" You know.
Yeah.
We had a group of friends. We had a friend who came with a group of like 30 plus people,
Ooh.
and he was with us the whole time.
Yeah.
So and he didn't even come in contact with any of his friends the whole entire trip. So
Yeah.
and then he said that, day 3 I gotta dedicate to my friends because I party with you guys for 2 days and then I never get to meet any of my friends. But day 3 he didn't even manage to find them, so he was partying by himself. So, So and the crowds, I would say most of them are friendly. Most of them are friendly. I did have an experience. We were trying to find you day 1 at Hartwell stage in the main stage. We were trying to find you, and we actually got lectured by some dude blocking the way.
Lectured?
Yeah,
Really?
like this dude just came out and just said, "Yo, it's fucking full, man. Get out of here." I was like, shoot, man, I'm just trying to find my buddy. He's like,
Find my
yeah,
friends, yeah.
yeah. And then it's like, yeah, it's blocked here. You can't even move. And I'm, okay, dude. All right, I'll walk the other way then. Yeah, but it's like some people are like rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most of the time, people are very friendly and they always talk about their past experience. Especially easy to strike up conversation when you see somebody has like a whole Thanos collection of wristbands. And then I would say the smaller stages have the most passionate fans in comparison to the large stage. I also met people who just the whole entire weekend stayed at the main stage. So like they put up like picnic tarps and just stayed there for the whole 3 days.
I mean, for
That's
some
not
people,
how you do it though.
Well, for some people,
I
it's just
know,
like a picnic. Yeah, you know, because they live nearby and they're like, you know,
I'm gonna
got a
come
festival.
here.
Yeah.
Some people
I have-
do like that though, like just the main stage.
Yeah.
But I actually do recommend, like, you know, especially later at night, going to the smaller stages, because the main stage gets rammed packed.
Yeah, it
It's
gets
so
so
packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know how to do it though. You have to go
It's
from
not
like the side.
actually-
It's
it's
like
not that
every
bad,
single
actually.
time that
It's-
we've gone to the main stage and like we were main stage girlies.
Stage wars.
I don't know if I could say that. But you have to, like, when we went, I thought I had so much space. People weren't being rude, and we were pretty decently close. Like, we weren't.
Yeah, I think
right
it's
at
just
the
once you
front,
get
but-
through the like first army of people on the
And you
outside.
have to go from like the side. Like
Yeah.
we have like a specific motion that you have to go through.
I think I know
The-
which path you're referring to. So you go in the main stage from the right side, coming from Freedom, right? So you go on the right tunnel, and then you go up the hill until the first platform,
No.
and you cut across.
No, you know where the bathrooms are, where like the DJ used to be.
Yeah.
You just walk there, you go around, and then you maneuver yourself into the middle part.
Oh,
And it's-
that's where I got blocked by the French dude.
Oh well,
Oh,
that's a French guy.
French.
French.
That explains everything.
Vinny's expression right
Yeah, I
now,
know.
French.
Yeah, that's where I got blocked by the French dude. So I find
Qu'est-ce
the
qu'elle a
easiest way to get into the center slope is going from the right tunnel, go up to the first platform,
That
and
sounds
then
exhausting.
cut across.
We went around
sounds
like twice.
exhausting.
Yeah, we
First
were
time
trying to
we-
find you. We
Yeah.
ran around twice, so you just cut that platform across, and people will allow you to go
Yeah.
down the slope from there.
I don't know. We've never had issues. So
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
the David Guetta. one.
Oh, dude, there were so many people at David Guetta. People love David Guetta.
But
Well,
actually,
keep
like-
in mind, he does not play like it. I think after 4 or 5 years, he came played at Tomorrowland. Before that, it was like he just stopped playing.
he wasn't allowed to because
No.
he-
I mean, like he
Well-
was allowed to, but it was all about money too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's expensive to
Yeah,
book.
he's expensive.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people love
Yeah.
David
Oh,
Guetta.
yeah.
People that love
I
David
mean,
Guetta. Like
it
every
was
time I talk to
rammed.
people,
Oh,
It was
every time I talk to
rammed.
people,
I
it's like,
saw-
where are you going day 3? Oh, I'm going to David Guetta. Who are you most excited to see? David Guetta. Like,
Then he's like,
people
Cage,
really
Cage,
love
Cage,
David
Cage.
Guetta.
I just
But
wanted
him-
to see Mainstage closing.
Yeah, me
though,
too.
like, for
Yeah,
last
Mainstage
day.
closing
I wasn't
is-
really like super big
Yeah.
on David Guetta, but,
But it was. Do you remember it took you forever to find me as well?
yeah, I was like, yeah,
There was no
I was
service.
squished.
Packed.
I was
And then
squished.
we were talking we were at Atmosphere for closing day 3, and we're just thinking that maybe we should go to Core because everyone's at David Guetta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to Core. It was half empty. It was
Yeah.
the
Oh,
best
yeah?
Core experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really nice. At
Yeah.
day 3 core, that was a good experience. Because like the thing is, like, you have to, with the crowd control thing, it's like day 1 was packed at core, and then day 3 was not packed. So it really differs on who's playing that same day. Yeah.
And most people do want to go to main stage for like the closing. Like if
Yeah.
it's your first time, last time, like you want to go see the fireworks and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Not me though. We were at Core. But it was good though. So if you want to enjoy these experiences, you might want to take some notes for your purchase next year. Make sure that when you gather your friends, you want to gather as much information as possible. Make sure that all of you guys plan that whole day off to purchase the tickets when it comes to general sales, because sometimes you can wait for 1 hour to 6 hours.
Yeah,
Right.
if you're watching this now, pick your groups to go to Tomorrowland now.
Now.
Yeah.
Now.
And,
No
and the crazy
latecomers.
part is some of my friends have seen the previous podcast, and they're really excited about going to Tomorrowland because they're like, I didn't know it was that much. Like the cost was, like
Like
35
reasonable,
bucks.
yeah.
Reasonable, yeah.
They're like, that's like going to, EDC plus adding a little bit more. But, they're like, I could just go to Tomorrowland. And I'm like, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pick your groups.
Yeah.
Pick your groups.
They already have a
now.
group of like 15 people. I'm like, they're trying to invite me, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to. But we'll see.
But it's also good because like when you're going to Belgium and everybody is welcoming for their festival, everything is decked out. Even if you go drive past our Uber rides to the campgrounds, everyone had their
The
flags outside
Yep.
just to welcome people, and it's like you just
They're very
feel
proud. They're proud of
you're
it.
very proud of it. Yeah,
They're proud of it.
when you go to EDC, you just see some cars with like, oh, honk if you're going to EDC, kind of thing. So yeah, not that big of a deal, but yeah. So make sure you have your group. Everyone plan that day off, at least for 4 hours, just to line up for tickets.
It's usually on a weekend, I think.
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
on a weekend. Yeah,
Saturday.
and you want to make sure that you have a plan A, B, C, D, and jump into a group call prior to purchasing the ticket. I lined up 30 minutes before the time start. I do not know how long.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
It
really
doesn't
matter.
matter.
It's
I
just
mean,
gonna get put into a random
Yeah.
position.
we also
so.
just did the pre-sale,
Yeah.
so we were a little luckier. But it doesn't matter. You can join 5 minutes beforehand, and it's
So
just a luck of the draw.
I took the advice from our previous episode on purchasing tickets for tier 1. So you make sure you have a world clock next to you, and then as the timer hit that time, you just hit refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you follow the world clock instead of your clock on the laptop.
Get as many devices
Yeah,
on
get
the
as many-
queue as you can.
Yeah, device to queue. Make sure it's like laptop, because you are doing a lot of typing.
A lot of searching.
Yeah, a lot of typing. You need the name, the addresses, and your email, and also date of birth, right? So you need to have those in a document so you can just easily refer it. Don't worry about the name because you can change it after, and just need to send them an email. And then, yeah, like I said, plan A, B, C, D. Make sure you go through the mock as a team, as like the whole group, to find out which one you want. Everybody wants Montego, but that gets sold out instantly. You only have a few spots left on the general sale.
Yeah.
When I went there, no more Montego. Easy 10 was selling out fast, and hotels were pretty much still there, and Magnificent Green is always there. But and you can always get the packages for Magnificent Green. There is like a single person tent where you can just carry on your backpack, like what Vinny said. You just throw it on the ground and it explodes into it, right? So
That one actually doesn't explode.
No,
That
you
one-
have to
that
put in
one
some
you-
work,
that
actually,
one you have
yeah.
to put it into some work.
But I do see like somebody just pulled it out like that, and it was just there.
Maybe this year, because last year it was not like that. We had to
No.
put in. We had to put in. Work.
It definitely wasn't. No.
We actually met someone at Tomorrowland that he went to camping the first weekend and went camping the second weekend, and he told us that if you do get camping the first weekend, Magnificent Greens is like Magnificent Greens, then like you have a way, like they give you access to the second weekend just for Magnificent Greens or something like that. So you get a lot more access if you want to go 2 weekends, but
That's
I think
crazy.
one weekend
I
is
think one
fit-
weekend's
yeah,
enough.
more than enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy was a New Yorker, and he started raving the September the year before,
Oh wow.
and he just jumped the gun in a lot of the festivals.
Yeah,
just-
he was
Yeah.
solo too. Solo, Magnificent Greens, 2 weekends of Tomorrowland.
Wow.
I'm like,
I
That's a
mean,
warrior.
Yeah, that's
that
like
is
a
a warrior.
I
trooper.
applaud.
Yeah, so global journey. You heard from Claudia. Take the bus route, not the train route, not the
Bus is
not the
really good.
flight route, and try not to get delayed at Reykjavik.
go a day earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Plan a day earlier.
And if you really want to try your luck, you can book for Air Canada and hope that you can get compensation.
Benny.
All right, guys. So what happened was my flight was full, and I didn't get allowed on the flight, so they bumped me. I wasn't allowed on the flight, and they gave me compensation because there was no more room, right?
No, he's gonna be sitting on the wing.
And then I actually got onto the flight the next in the next 3 hours, like the night of, and I just ended up getting into Amsterdam. Was it? No, was
No, Belgium, Antwerp.
yeah.
But
Just
yours,
stayed, like 3 days, just 3 hours late.
yeah, but you were
And it was
supposed to.
sponsored.
That's
Yeah.
why you got to top up your pearls the first day because you got compensated for your
It's like I'm making my
He was
money.
low.
Sponsored.
He's
This
like-
is sponsored by Air Canada.
It was literally
Yeah,
sponsored, by Air Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was
At Air
supposed.
Canada, at Durex.
He was supposed to actually fly from Toronto straight to Belgium, right?
Yeah,
It was a one stop, and then he actually go. You have to go to Denmark.
Copenhagen.
So did you have no plans to go to Luxembourg?
No, we had no plan.
we totally skipped it because
We're like, it doesn't make sense.
Poor
It
Luxembourg.
really did not make sense. It's like,
Why?
because Luxembourg is so out the way. I'm like, what? Wait, why are we going to?
But Reykjavik is
Reykjavik is the spot.
Reykjavik is the spot to
We
be.
were actually thinking,
One
we're
flight a
just
day
gonna
or
fly into Antwerp and then just
You
take
guys made this so much more difficult for
Yeah.
yourselves.
and rent a car to drive to.
Don't listen to
Luxembourg.
them. Don't listen.
And
to
then we're like, bro, we literally just spent a whole day just to drive
yeah.
to take the shuttle back to
Yeah.
Antwerp.
We were supposed.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we can also go.
Don't, like,
We were planning so.
plan
Yeah.
it properly. Don't
it was-
listen
it
to the
was
way
so-
these guys planned.
It was so bad because like I was Plan B.
That sounds so bad. That's like the
Pause.
worst if someone ever called me a plan B. I'd be like,
Pause. But yes, somebody else was supposed to book.
recover from that.
Somebody else was supposed to book. The original plan was to book the shuttle in Amsterdam, and then I took the second
Plan B.
the plan B to book for Luxembourg because it was sort of like a touristy place, and little did I know there was no direct flight to Luxembourg, and
Yeah,
in order to
no
get
di-
to
no
in order
direct
to-
flight.
and in order to get to Luxembourg, you have to like drop in like Berlin or France, and then you like take a train to Luxembourg.
Sounds so
And
like,
it's like-
Is
stressing me
Luxembourg
Yeah.
real even?
out. Like,
Yeah,
does
it is
Luxembourg
real.
exist? It's a
it
glitch
is-
in the matrix.
It is very real.
Are pigeons real?
Yeah, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make
It didn't
sense.
make sense. We
Yeah.
were just like scrap it. Just
Yeah,
scrap it. We're not.
that's
gonna-
why I emailed Tomorrowland saying that if we can just go omit the whole shuttle and just go straight to Tomorrowland, is it allowed? Right? Are they going to send most of our stuff through mail to us before going through instead of picking up at the shuttle? Right? So and they said that most of the stuff is going to be sent through mail to pick up, so you can just arrive at Antwerp right away. And that's what we did. 3 of us. The 4th one actually picked up all our welcome packages. Yeah, so plan better. Don't make the same mistake as we did. Don't get stranded at Reykjavik. And if you ever get stranded at Reykjavik, they do provide a lot of compensation. So you do get hotel
Did
stays.
you end up getting compensation?
No, I did not. Because I didn't get compensation is because I got the flight.
Okay.
Yeah, your
Directly
compensation
after.
was
Okay.
making it to tomorrow.
Yeah, my
Vital set.
my mind was like, holy shit, like what am I gonna do?
They
right?
did you a favor.
Yeah, they did me a favor. Yeah,
You should be
But-
paying them more.
I was supposed to fly straight to from Reykjavik to Antwerp, but then I got into Copenhagen and then to it was like so
complicated,
much.
honestly. Like
Euro trip.
Ours,
Yeah.
ours was
Euro
honestly so.
Yeah, we
smooth.
were chilling in
We were
Amsterdam.
chilling in
Yeah.
Amsterdam, like we took
Yeah,
a
you guys
bus.
arrived like a day earlier too, like 2 days earlier, right?
No, we
Five-
were there. We were in
for 5
Amsterdam for like
days.
5 days.
Oh
We were in
yeah,
Amsterdam
so
for
yeah,
5
you guys
days.
chilling, right?
We
For
were living
me-
our best lives.
For me, it was so rough. And then once I landed at Belgium, and everybody said, "Yo, we're drinking at this bar." Fine. I'll go to this bar, and next thing you know, I am like seven cups of beer deep.
Yeah, we're lit that
Yeah,
night.
we were lit that night.
Did you? Yeah. we're really lit that night.
I love that for you.
Any final thoughts for Tomorrowland?
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
No.
Yeah.
Go.
It's honestly like a cult.
Go.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
a cult
It's a cult.
following.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm-
you
and
always
I'm
got to
very,
go next year
very
to
happy
figure
be
out
part
like
of
the
it.
other stages and like what will did it change and it does change
Yeah,
quite
and
a
like
bit.
the themes,
Yeah.
like what the new theme
Yeah.
is going to be. It's just exciting.
Yeah. So
Exciting.
But the first time is always special.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
first time is crazy.
Yeah, I know,
so
but
enjoy
I
the
cry-
first time.
Enjoy the first time,
Enjoy
but,
the
Yeah.
first time.
but cry every time.
so And that's when you're going to change your profile photo, right?
I know. I have
annual
that's
thing,
literally
yeah.
my annual Instagram profile change.
So I do want to add a few things. Even though you get spoiled by the main stage by Tomorrowland, so how I got spoiled was that I followed Tomorrowland on Instagram and they put me into this channel group chat, right? And then week one, a day before week one started, somebody decided to send, not somebody, like some of the staff of that channel, admin, sent a sketch of the main stage.
Yeah.
And I opened it. I was like, oh, okay. I got spoiled.
Yeah.
So, but then, even though I got spoiled, going down that slope, just seeing it, experiencing it in like raw,
Yeah.
I would say naked eye, it's something else.
It's special. Like I can cry right now.
And
It was
like
huge
about it,
this
honestly,
year
like,
too. Like
yeah,
it was
I like
massive.
that.
And plus,
It's
my friends,
stunning.
like again, they said that like seeing it on the videos versus actually being there is
It's
like
insane.
it doesn't give out the details.
Insane.
Like
Yeah.
the details.
It was
when you
hand
visit-
painted too, apparently.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
Like
nicely,
Belgian children.
Yeah.
it's
I didn't
crafted.
want to.
It's actually, even going when we were at Blaster Jacks at the rails in front, like
It's
you can
insane,
just
right?
see all the details.
Yeah,
And the other thing
crazy.
I like about the main stage is that when you are at the front or at the slope at the back,
Yeah.
the volume sounds the same
Yeah.
throughout the whole
Yeah.
entire thing.
Yeah.
That, and that's impressive.
Yeah.
And wherever you are on the main stage, you could still see everything on the stage.
Yeah.
Like you know, it's not crammed in a way where like you're like, oh, I can only see this
You
part
don't-
of the
there's
stage.
no nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like EDC.
Like that's true. When you get stuck in the arch and ADC, you just cannot see a lot of things. Yeah. As we said, it's like joining a cult, because when you go there, you see all the experienced people with like multiple wristbands. You're like, oh my god, I want to be like you. I want to spend another 20,000 on my life. Just going here, and then we come back and we start inviting people to
Yeah.
Experience it as well. Yeah.
We are like the
We're a
old
pyramid scheme.
yeah, we are a pyramid scheme.
virus.
We are like
That is true.
yeah, we are like the old friend
We're like the
who
Monet girlies.
yeah, we are like the old friend who asks you to go out for dinner and then we bring the iPad and this is it right here. This is the episode for you. This is the
it.
iPad.
This one, watch
it.
Let's drop them.
Yeah, so and then smaller stages is better than the big stages, but if you really like the main stage, Tomorrowland really turns you into the coin
main stage
term that
girly.
I say it.
Yeah.
Main stage girly or your main stage whore. But yes.
That's right.
It is
That's right.
it is a big thing.
Definitely recommend The Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yes.
probably be trying to go to that every single time. If I do go.
Benny's gonna be the guy with the gathering wristband.
I'm just here for the gathering. Everything else is icing.
And if you are ever not having fun at a stage, I'd actually recommend just leaving the stage and going to a different stage, and
Good
don't
advice.
waste your time
Yeah,
at the
don't-
stage if you're
no.
not having fun.
Because it's like I said last time, it's an experience. You just go experience other stages. It's not like you got to stick to one place.
Yeah.
You know.
That's like our favorite thing to do is just in the morning you walk around and you go to every single stage and just check
Yeah.
out what's happening. Like
And
we
we're
had
just
no
like-
idea who was
we had
playing
no idea,
sometimes, and
yeah.
it's just like, hey, this is a vibe.
Yeah.
And
Chill
then-
here for a bit.
I do not know, like we mentioned this before, but like whenever Tomorrowland sends out the schedule and they say that there is like a takeover stage of the whole entire stage, if you like one of the artists on that stage, for example, like Drum Code in day one, right? If you like any of the artists in Drum Code, you can go to that stage at any time. You will listen to very, very similar music and you will have just as much fun.
Yeah, you'll most likely like that stage that day.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
For me, that was like last year when I went for the Afterlife set, right? I saw 8Ks.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty good. Like
Yeah.
even though like she was opening, I think.
Yeah.
And
They give it out all.
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
their all
Yeah.
to
They do.
go. Yeah. For example, like Shell, one of she doesn't really play bass. She plays melodic bass, but when she went to Tomorrowland, she played melodic bass with drum and bass, everything over on the Planaxis takeover stage, and it was fun. So yeah, do go explore as much as you can. learn from us. Day one, go right at the start,
Right at the start.
and explore all the stages as you can. Lots of walking, so do train for this. I remember gassing out for a 5K before the week before going to Tomorrowland, but if it wasn't for that run, I wouldn't have survived. But yes,
Oh, get insoles too.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
insoles.
Good
Like,
shoes.
you gotta have good
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
If you
Good
don't have
shoes.
good shoes, like you're gonna hate
Good
yourself.
shoes.
Yeah.
Good shoes, yes.
You can expect like what? Walk like 50,000 steps?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it was like 50.
I clocked in average. We clocked in average about 60 to 70,000 steps per
It's
day.
wild.
Yeah.
It's actually bananas.
Yeah.
But it's worth every bit.
Yeah, it's worth
So
everything.
worth it.
Yeah.
Especially for me.
This guy just wants to go back to cage.
Or they bring the cage here.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
Benny's like,
Yeah, I gotta
Don't
do
tell
that.
me.
Yeah. We can
At
pull.
Cage.
Benny takeover at
Yeah,
Cage.
we can pull our resources and do it.
You guys are
Benny's
popular.
like, I'm down.
That's how I got sucked into Cage because I was mostly excited to see the Pegasus at the end.
Yeah.
But then everything else before that was like really good as well. So it's
Yeah.
like just vibing the whole
I
way.
feel like the Cage for you is a cult within a cult.
Yeah.
Like-
He was trying to convince us to go
I
be in
know.
it.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
guys, Cage is the best.
Yeah, you would get just random group chat messages.
Group
Say,
chat
guys, I'm
message,
Cage
guys,
right now.
I'm
It's so
Cage.
good.
It's so good. Come through.
Everyone's in the group chat. Yo, where are you?
Cage. Rail.
It's like I wasn't asking for you, Benny. I know where you are.
We know where to find you. So good.
All right, I think that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the episode, like and follow us, give us a subscribe. This is a audience funded podcast, so if you want to give us a little donation, then it's on the link in the description. It's PayPal. And if you guys are looking for new earplugs, we have 10% off Sound. We also have affiliate with Hears. It's a new brand. No discount, unfortunately, but if you want, there's your options. I think that's about everything.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, send us a DM or send any of us a DM as well.
Yeah, and find us at the rave and
Yeah.
talk to us.
Find
don't
me at
like-
Cage next Cage.
Yeah.
Find us at
Benny
Cage
will
too
be at the
next year.
rail. If you ever
At the
need to
rail.
find Benny, just look for the rail. He'll be there.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.